I have 7:30, Madam President.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. The June 1st, 2020 regular meeting of the Gardner City Council will come to order. The clerk will please call the roll.
Councilor Boone? I don't see Councilor Boone. Councilor Boudreau?
Present.
Councilor Craig Cormier?
Present.
Councilor Ronald Cormier?
Present.
Councilor Donalowitz?
Present.
Councilor Graves?
Present.
Councilor Hardern?
Present.
Councilor Mack?
Present.
Councilor Tyros?
Present.
Councilor Walsh?
Present.
President Kaczynskis?
Present. Please rise to recite the opening prayer and say the Pledge of Allegiance. Almighty God,
God,
we thank thee for
thank you
bringing
for
us
bringing
together
us together this evening.
Inspire us
Inspire us to
to
worthy deeds and sound decisions
and direct us,
and direct us toward the
Towards the attainment of
attainment of
good
good city government.
We pray thee to
Pray
bless
Pray thee to bless and protect all the people
of our
of our
city
city
and to so
and
guide
to so guide and inspire us
we
that
may
we
deliberate
may
in
deliberate
unity
in unity and harmony. Amen.
Amen. I pledge
Pledge
allegiance to the flag
Flag,
of the United
United
States
States
of
of
America
America,
and to the
and to the
republic
republic
for which it stands,
stands,
one
one
nation,
nation,
under God,
under God,
indivisible,
indivisible,
with liberty and justice for all.
for all.
Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12th, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the Open Meeting Law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 20, and the Governor's March 15th, 2020 order imposing strict limitation on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Gardner City Council will be conducted via remote participation and broadcast live on Gardner Educational Television Channel 8 and Gardner City Hall's YouTube channel. The audio or video recording, transcript, or other comprehensive recording of proceedings will be posted on the city's website as soon as possible after the meeting. And just as a reminder, since this meeting is being conducted via Zoom, each vote will be a roll call vote on all motions. Also, if you'd like to be recognized, please raise your hand in front of your camera and I'll recognize you by calling on you, and then you may proceed. We'll start with the reading of the minutes of the prior meeting. Of the May 18th, 2020 regular meeting. Is there a motion on the floor?
Madam President,
Councilor Cormier?
I make a motion that we waive the reading of those minutes and we accept them as presented.
Motion made by Councilor Ron Cormier, seconded by Councilor Tyros to waive the reading of the minutes of the meetings and accept them as printed. Is there discussion on the motion? The clerk will call the roll.
Councilor Boudreau?
Yes.
Councilor Craig Cormier?
Yes.
Councilor Ronald Cormier?
Yes.
Councilor Donalowitz?
Yes.
Councilor Graves?
Yes.
Councilor Hardern?
Yes.
Councilor Mack?
Yes.
Councilor Tyros?
Yes.
Councilor Walsh?
Yes.
President Kaczynski?
Yes. Motion carries. There are no public hearings. There are no communications from the acting mayor. There are no petitions, applications, communications, etc. There are no reports of standing committees. There is no unfinished business and matters for reconsideration. So we'll move on to new business. Councilor Hardern.
Yes, Madam President. There are 4 individuals running for the mayor tomorrow of our city. And all of them bring a little something different to the table. So please get out there. I'm asking the people to please get out there and exercise your right to vote. This is a very important election. God bless and be safe. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Boudreau.
Nothing new this evening. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Donalowitz.
Nothing new this evening. Thank you, Madam President.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Graves.
No new city council business. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor. Councilor Mack.
I would just like to take this opportunity to congratulate the class of 2020. Although their end of their school year did not end as traditional as the rest of us have experienced with proms and graduation. The parade yesterday was exciting for them. they will be walking across a stage on Saturday and receiving their diploma. So I wish them the best of luck and hope they never forget the community that they came from, and wish them nothing but a future of success and happiness. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Craig Cormier.
I'd just like to reiterate congratulations to the class of GHS. I hope most of our citizens have taken advantage of mail-in voting for this election. And if not, just get out to the polls tomorrow and be safe and take care.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Tyros.
Yes, just echoing Councilor Harden's, we have a big election tomorrow. And I think, as I received the code red alert to the changes, I just thought it would be good to thank the mayor's office and everyone involved in that system because, we had to move the election. We had voting by mail, a lot of new things in a changing environment. And I think it was really innovative to use the tools we had to keep the citizens informed. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Boone has joined us. Counselor, are you there? He's still connecting. Counselor Walsh.
Yes, two things tonight, Madam President. First, I want to wish the clerk all the best in the conduct of tomorrow's in-person election and the counting of ballots, both in-person ballots, mail-in ballots, and absentee ballots. It's a new and interesting time for the type of election we're conducting tomorrow in our preliminary, and I wish them the best in managing all of those various things associated with the election. The second thing I'd like to say is that as we recite the closing prayer tonight, we mentioned that we asked the Lord to bless all who are gathered as part of this meeting. We ask the Lord to bless the people whose representatives we are. Tonight, I will have in mind, as I say the closing prayer, people from all across the country who are trying to understand the events of the recent week or so and how best to respond to it. So I will have those people in mind as I say the closing prayer. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Boone, are you there?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Counselor.
Meeting, I had trouble connecting. I just concur with Councilor Walsh and wish the best for everybody in our country moving forward. And I thank you for the time, and that's all I have. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. Counselor Ron Cormier.
Yes, for those who haven't taken the opportunity of mailing in their ballot or doing it by absentee ballot, I can assure you, in speaking with the city clerk, many and all kinds of efforts have been taken to make sure that the voting places have been sanitized, will be sanitized during the course of the day. He's assured me that every effort has been made so that people can rest assured that they can safely take part in this very important election. Thank you.
Thank you, Counselor. I'd like to just start by, I have 2 emails from myself where I recently replied to a constituent regarding the proposed Bailey Brook Park and conservation area, which is in my ward. And I'd like to add these 2 emails to public record, and we'll submit them to the clerk to be included in the minutes of tonight's meeting. I'd also like to say thank you to the city clerk's office and building department for ensuring that thorough safety and sanitary precautions have been taken at all polling locations for tomorrow's special preliminary city election. And I'd also like to again thank the city clerk's office for going above and beyond to send approximately 12,000 letters and early ballot applications by mail to each voter, which was also a significant effort in the city's promotion of safe participation in this election. It was a significant undertaking for the city clerk's office, As of today, 1,442 ballots have been returned by mail for tomorrow's preliminary election. And in comparison to the ballots that were cast in the city preliminary election from this past fall is about 82%. So I'd just like to remind everyone choosing to vote in person tomorrow that voting polls are open from 10 a.m. until 8 p.m. And also, Councillor Tyros mentioned the use of the Code Red system to remind our citizens about this election. And I'd like to thank Councillor Boone for the suggestion for the use of the Code Red system for this purpose. Not only is this a special city election, but again, the dates were changed twice due to the COVID-19 emergency. And this is also the first time the early ballot application was mailed to all citizens. So after last week's Code Red reminder was sent about in-person voting, the clerk's office did receive phone calls from voters who were thankful for the reminder. So again, I just wanted to say thank you to Councillor Boone for the suggestion for that. Okay, I will entertain a motion on the floor to adjourn after the closing prayer. Is there a motion on the floor? Motion made by Councillor Craig Cormier, seconded by Councillor Boudreau. The clerk will call the roll.
Councilor Boone,
Yes.
Councilor Boudreau,
Yes.
Councilor Craig Cormier,
Yes.
Councilor Ronald Cormier,
Yes.
Councilor Donalawitz,
Yes.
Councilor Graves,
Yes.
Councilor Hardern,
Yes.
Councilor Mack,
Yes.
Councilor Tyros,
Yes.
Councilor Walsh,
Yes.
President Kaczynskis.
Yes. Almighty Father,
Father,
who seest over
So
all,
overall,
as we
as we
adjourn,
adjourn,
thank thee
we
for the
thank you for
opportunity of joint deliberation and action witnessed during the course of this meeting. Bless, O
Bless, O
Lord,
Lord,
all who are gathered
all who are
here,
gathered here,
and the people
and
whose
the people whose
representatives we are, and do thou attend to our common welfare until our next
until our next
meeting.
meeting.
Amen.
Amen.
The meeting stands adjourned. Thank you.